god, like I really want to like kiss someone else, or like I'm so upset, like I need to like get over him. She was like, oh well, I need to like set you up with my friend. I was afraid to talk to boys, basically. That was the old let's go outside to like make out. Did it help me get over my ex? Not at all. We would still always joke like, oh, I kissed your boyfriend before you did. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Lo, and today's video is another Fella Friday video. So Fella Friday is a series on my channel where I talk about a different kind of fella or boy each Friday that I've encountered in my dating life. So today's Fella Friday is about the setup. So this story is from high school. I was actually talking to a friend about this recently, and that's why it kind of came up that I was like, oh, this would be kind of a funny story for a Fella Friday. So basically, I had a boyfriend in high school for like most of high school, but we were very on again, off again. And at a certain point, we decided to break up. And one of the many like times we kind of like called it quits. So we decided to break up, and I was like upset, but I also really wanted to hook up with someone else. Just kiss, by the way. In high school, hook up for me was like kiss. So I was like, I just wanted to like kiss someone else. So I was like telling all my friends, I'm like, oh, I'm so heartbroken. Like, we just said that we were gonna do like open relationship, like call it off again. Don't even ask me about this relationship. I don't know if I'll ever make a Fella Friday about that because traumatic. But yeah, so I basically was like, I just really want to kiss someone else. And a friend of mine, like one of my best friends in high school, she had just recently, we were juniors, so we were in 11th grade, and she had just recently started hanging out with these senior guys. And honestly, it felt kind of cool. Like as a junior, we didn't have a lot of senior friends, so for me, I was kind of like, oh wow, you're hanging out with all these like senior guys, like that's pretty cool. And they were, most of them I think were on the rugby team, so rugby was like a big deal at our school, so I was like, oh okay, cool. So I was telling this to her, I was like, oh my god, like I really want to like kiss someone else, or like I'm so upset, like I need to like get over him, like I just need to kiss someone. And she was like, oh well, I need to like set you up with my friend. I really like her senior friend. She's like, I really like, I'm trying to get him more out there, I want him to like hook up with one of my friends, you guys would be the perfect match. So basically, I don't like this is just how crazy high school was. Like this is how setups were. This was on like a Thursday or Friday that me and her were discussing this, and she was like, oh well, we're all going out on Saturday night anyway. He's coming to the bar that we usually go to. We called the bar Shady's. If anyone from high school is watching this, you know what I'm talking about. He's coming to Shady's, so like you guys can just like meet there. And I was like, oh my god, yes, perfect. Like, but I was not confident in high school. Not that I'm saying I'm so confident now, but like I was afraid to talk to boys, basically. So we got to Shady's. I think we like all got there together, just like the girls, and I saw him and like his senior group of friends. We did not say anything to each other. We like completely ignored each other. He was sitting in one corner with like his senior guy friends, and then my like best friend kept going over there to like talk to them. And so she kind of like tried to introduce us, but it was like so awkward. I feel like this is such a high school thing where it's like, we know we're supposed to hook up with each other tonight, or like we've set someone up, but like how are we gonna do this? It's so awkward. So yeah, so me and him were just kind of like looking at each other like, how are we gonna do this? So at a certain point, I'm like having a drink by the bar, and I see her talking to him, and she's like pointing at me, and I'm like, like these situations are just so awkward. I feel like trying to set up a friend in like a bar setting, if you're in high school or not, even now, it's just like, it's weird. Like just let it happen naturally. But I asked for this, so this was totally like me wanting this. So at a certain point, he comes over to me and he's like, hey, we should go outside. And I was like, he's like, oh, do you want to like go for a smoke or go for a walk? I don't even know what he said. I didn't smoke, but I was like, yeah, let's go outside. Like, you know, that was the old let's go outside to like make out. So we go outside and we walk a little bit. We walk like around the corner into like a kind of an alleyway a bit, like that wasn't as busy. And literally just like, hey, how are you? I'm like, yeah, I'm good, how are you? And we just start kissing. Like, no, not even a connection of romance. Like, it was just purely, I think that both him, like I don't think he was like very active in high school. Like I don't think he kissed a lot of people prior to this, so I think like it was just like we both wanted to kiss someone. And or maybe he did, actually. I didn't even know him that well, so maybe he did. And I was like, I want to kiss someone to get over my ex. It was like probably one of the most awkward situations of my life. When I was talking about this with a friend, I was like, it was so weird. We were kissing a bit, but like I didn't even like feel anything for him. He definitely didn't feel anything for me. It was like literally just a quick make out. And he was like, yeah, should we head to like the station to have more privacy and like a bathroom? I'm like, okay, A, I'm not having sex with you, and B, I'm not going to like the fucking station to sit in a dirty ass bathroom to make out with you. So I was like, no, I think I should go back inside. But we like exchanged numbers, and so me and this guy, we texted a bit like the next couple days, but it was like pretty clear right away that like we did not match at all. I would say in high school I was definitely really like serious about school, and I was like really studious, and he was definitely really laid back, like the class clown type of guy, and like we just, even while texting, we just did not match. There was no connection whatsoever. But it was just really funny that this friend had like set us up, and like for the moment, I guess I was happy I'd kissed someone. Did it help me get over my ex? Not at all, but that's a completely different story. So yeah. So basically a couple like weeks passed by, and my friend, like, she is, you know, still hanging out with this guy, like this guy group. She really likes these guys, so she's like getting to know them better. And I didn't really vibe with them. Like, they were nice, but I wouldn't say they were like my friends or anything. But basically at a certain point, my best friend is like, yeah, no, me and like the guy you kissed actually really like each other, and like we're gonna start hooking up. Or like they started hooking up. So they started hooking up. They ended up dating actually for a bit, and it was just so funny because anytime I was around both of them together, like it was just hilarious that she had set me and him up to like kiss, but they actually both really liked each other at the time. So yeah, there's not even that much more to the story, but just the whole situation of how it went, like us like being set up to kiss like the whole night, looking at each other awkwardly, not talking, making out, and then like that being that. But I mean, it was a funny experience. I guess I don't really have any advice for setups like this. I feel like this is definitely a high school thing, and I don't think a lot of high schoolers watch me. But even now, like when you're at a bar, sometimes a friend will be like, oh, will you go up to him and say I'm like interested? And like I will, like again, I'm not shy in a bar setting nowadays. Like I could totally walk up to someone, I don't mind. But it's still just like a bit awkward, like hi, because I think guys honestly are more attracted to a girl who goes up themselves, even how awkward it is to be like, hey, like I think you're really cute, or hey, like, or just start a conversation. You don't even have to start like I think you're really cute, just like hey, you know, like at a bar, just be like, oh, how you doing, you know, stuff like that just works a lot better. Because honestly, I think like he probably, not that that was the only reason he liked my friend. My friend is amazing, he liked her for a bunch of reasons, but probably he liked her a lot more because she was direct, instead of me being like, hi, I'm looking for someone to make out with, friend, please like arrange this for me. So yeah, I guess my advice would be like, find your own hookups. Don't let your friends do it. I haven't even really ever been set up on like a blind date by a friend, or like set up in like an actual like dating scenario by a friend. Maybe I should try that sometime, but I don't know if my friends would ever like want any of their guy friends to date me since I'm kind of a serial dater. But yeah, it was just an overall really funny situation. And I mean, she's not dating him anymore, but like at the time, we would still always joke like, oh, I kissed your boyfriend before you did, which was like pretty funny. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this story. This isn't one that I think is super like relevant for advice or anything, but it was just, we happened to be talking about it recently, and I was like, oh, this is kind of a funny story to share. But I'm back in London, and I actually have 2 dates this week. I have one in-person date on Sunday and one FaceTime date tonight. So yeah, there's gonna be a lot more dating stories coming your way. I can't wait to share them with you guys. And let me know what you thought in the comments down below. Let me know if you've ever been set up on a bad date. I'm super curious. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon with a new video. Bye guys!